In upstate New York, in the Mohawk Valley, lies the Mohawk River. During the winter time, the ice will break and the river begins to flow again. March 28, 1914, the ice jam breaks, creating a flood and destroying many of the bridges along the Mohawk River. The first bridge to be destroyed was Freeman's Bridge. Witnesses stated that the ice caught under the bridge and began to lift the steel off of the piers with an audible groan. 2 men crossing Freeman's Bridge went under the ice with the steel decking and died. Here we are at the base of the Western Gateway Bridge in Schenectady. This is the after effects of the ice jam. And this is near Schenectady Community College. You can see how the ice is piled quite high. On the other side of the bridge is the Gateway Landing, historical port of Schenectady. Here there was a lot of trade down the Mohawk River. The trade boats would land here and they would distribute their goods throughout the whole Mohawk Valley region from this port. You can tell that the water was quite high, bringing in these large chunks of ice. And this ice is very thick and heavy. You don't want to get caught in the water with this kind of ice activity. The power and the devastation that it can cause is clearly evident. In 1806, at this site, construction began on the Burr Bridge, linking Scotia to Schenectady at Washington Avenue. Midwinter of 1807. During construction, the scaffolding collapses due to the ice jam break, halting bridge construction. Originally, the bridge was uncovered, but in 1830, due to the effects of the elements, the bridge began to sag and take on a roller coaster effect. To protect the bridge, it was covered. In 1871, the bridge was torn down. I am venturing down the banks of the Mohawk River. It is a beautiful sight, quite serene. The water is still somewhat frozen, but it's thawing, and soon the river will be flowing. But for now, it is quite still and very peaceful. It is not so easy to determine just how huge these chunks of ice truly are until you stand up next close to one of them and see for yourself the enormity and the size. Imagine falling into the water with many of these chunks of ice churning about. The snow and the ice is melting, and the river is flowing again. The last of the ice chunks are moving downstream. It's getting close to springtime. It's just a few weeks away.